Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I want to cover two of the biggest insights that one of my mentees, mentorees, whatever you want to call them, but this young man is near and dear to my heart. So this is what I learned from coaching Johnny Nitafan. By far been a superstar throughout the coaching process, and to see this kid go from writing 40,000 in healthcare, not like group plans, to factories and all these big wigs, employers, and not making like barely any money, to see this kid thriving, just getting a new apartment, taking care of his wife, his family, and seeing him go from writing zero in life insurance to like 25 grand a week consistently. I mean, you're talking, that's life changing. And to know that I'm somehow the culprit or the person to blame behind that just as well as he, it's like 50-50. It's actually it's taught me quite a lot. And I'm so thankful for Johnny because like I said, he's near and dear to my heart, and he's actually taught me more than I've even realized or most people would even notice, because I think like the teacher is usually the person who learns twice, because you usually learn something from the people you teach, and usually the problems that they have are the ones somehow we are facing in our own world, similar dilemmas. But two of the biggest things that I got from coaching Johnny to the superstar that he is was, one is, whose responsibility is it for change? Like, what I had to realize from this, just universal principles, like if I tell you to close your eyes, whose responsibility is it to close your eyes? Am I supposed to come force you, or do you have to literally close your eyes by yourself? Just like that, it's that easy. But some people try to fight that. And I'm saying, why get a coach if you're not gonna listen to what they say or use the plays that they have in their NFL playbook? That's what I like to call it. So the reason Johnny is so successful is because, one, I gave him the NFL playbook, and he implemented each and every one of the plays. He knew when to run slant routes and all that stuff. I'm not big with terminology in football, but it's a cool analogy, cool story I like to tell. So what I kind of learned from the coaching experience working with him was, whose responsibility is it for change? And it's the person you're coaching. So I know from a leadership standpoint, I can give you all the resources and all the playbooks and all the tips and tricks, but if you don't do anything with them, whose fault is that? I guess that would make it 3 points, because people say knowledge is power, and I think knowledge is shit without execution. Like, if you know how to do something but don't do it, what was the point of even learning it? Like, sure, it sounds good, like you can rehearse talking points on videos like this, but if you're not actually executing on what you actually took, then what is the point in learning it in the first place? And the third thing that I learned from coaching Johnny was, the best way to change someone's like activity, behavior, whatever you want to call it, like what they are actually doing, is by changing or altering the beliefs they hold around that certain activity or behavior. Like, that's the beautiful part about it, as well as like the delayed piece. You do not know how far change goes. Because I helped Johnny, I now see him helping people that I would have never reached without him. So it's cool to see that impact spreading and spreading and spreading. One person tells two people tell four people tell eight. It's like that word of mouth effect. And it's cool to know that I had that input to create that output. But what I mean by the beliefs, people say, well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I think that is a lie, because if you put a little salt in their food, it will make them thirsty. And so that's kind of how I like to look at things. It's like, most people want to coach and just give people all this shit, and it's complicated, it's at scale, it's 15 different techniques you just gave them in a 1-hour coaching call, whatever. But you didn't change the beliefs around why they are using those in the first place. Like, if they don't believe anything you're saying, what is the point? They're not going to act on it. It goes back to that knowledge without execution piece. What I have found that I have implemented since coaching Johnny and all my other members is by first rewiring their unconscious mind. And I hate when people call it a subconscious, because sub refers to under or less than. And I don't think the vehicle or device keeping you alive and managing all your emotions and your timeline and all that stuff is anything less than or under than anything. But I've learned, and what I've implemented in all my other coaching members, is to change their beliefs on why they do what they do. And this has gave me like profound conviction, because I see them executing on what I'm telling them to. I see the results that they're getting, and it makes me even more convicted to work with them, to keep on coaching them at such a higher scale. I'm more bought in, I'm getting paid what I'm worth. One, because I charged them a price that stung, so they're gonna be committed anyways. But just changing their beliefs around the things they hold valuable or the things that they value in life and in their unconscious mind is how they're gonna operate. And when you can change someone's model of the world, and this all starts with their internal representation, because how you view what you do will always affect how you do what you do. People sling around these cute catchphrases like, I get that from Inky Johnson, perception drives performance every day of the week. People can sling that around on every podcast that they fucking want to. But if you don't understand the mechanisms behind why that works, do you really even understand what the function or the process is? Like, do you even understand the meaning of that phrase? Like, people say this shit all the time, hard work never killed anybody. There are all these genealogical sayings that we pass down and spread out like cancer. And just be cognizant of what you're saying, because it does matter. We lie to ourselves all the time, and you have to stop that and really love who you are as a person. But just changing the beliefs of others has helped me get them to do what was in their best interest by seeing it from a whole different perspective and just shining a light on it. And that's where, like, giving someone that belief and encouragement and exposure to what's really possible has shaped Johnny's life, and it taught me to do that for everybody. And so, Johnny, whenever you watch this, man, be sure to leave a comment. One, it's the least thing you could do for me, but two, I fucking love you, dude, and I'm incredibly proud of you, and I'll tell you that every time I see you. You're turning into, and you've turned into, such a phenomenal young man. I'm so proud of you for how you treat your marriage and your relationships outside of that, and even your relationship with your business. I'm so proud of you for not even impacting my life, but the people I have helped you impact that I will never even get to see that gratification from. But I know at the end of my movie, when I exit stage left, over here for you, but when I exit stage left, I'm gonna be able to see the effects of that multiplied throughout so many people that I would have not been able to reach without you. So I love you, dude. Keep being fucking awesome. If you got anything from this video, be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Until next time, keep being awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!